everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition. Well, here we are, just outside Firecrag's challenge, having, of course, just slain the man, or should we say, dragon himself. And now that Nera has proven to be quite the key player in that little achievement, she seems willing to tell Godan an uplifting story. If you remember a couple of sessions ago, she was going to tell us a story and she had to go away and look it up first. Seems that she's now ready to divulge that information. Right, this session I'm aiming to go back to Athkatla and do some shopping. That's going to be the most that we get up to, I think, today. Depends how quick that happens, but Godan's got so much stuff to sell. Quite a lot of stuff to identify. So I usually do all that kind of stuff off camera now, but considering it's new equipment that we're going to be seeing after our travels, I think Rybald has restocked. It's going to have some special stocks. Knowing Godan like we know Godan, he's going to treat himself before anybody else, but I'm sure you're going to be intrigued as to how he wants to spend his newfound fortune. So today is just going to be Godan's shopping spree, and if we get any time after that, we'll do some other stuff. Of course, I don't know what's going to trigger when we reach Athkatla. We may be steered in a certain direction before we get to do some shopping, but we'll play it by ear. Anyway, Godan, of course, is ready to hear Nera's story.
Alright. Once upon a time, there was a mysterious, handsome orphan. He traveled all around the countryside, caring for those who needed care, killing those who needed killing, and helping many people find objects that would have otherwise been lost forever.
Enough! This sounds like too much of a do-gooder. No, carry on.
During his travels, he met a beautiful half-elven lady who captivated him with her quick wit and general usefulness. He also met a cast of secondary characters I won't bore you with.
This is sounding a rather familiar tale. Go on.
He did a lot of killing. Kobolds,
check.
Zvarts,
check.
ogres,
check.
wyverns.
Check.
You name it, he's killed it.
Indeed.
Then he was kidnapped. He escaped by killing a lot more things, and made money to save his sister, killing even more things. Oh, he also killed his half-brother and his friends. But he had to. They were trying to kill him. That happened before the kidnapping, by the way.
Oh, before the kidnapping. Okay. Go on.
Through it all, he was always himself. Some worried he would become a slave to the divine essence of the dead god within him, the god of, well, killing things. But his, actions and, decisions prove that...
Prove what, Nera? Would you care to divulge? That he was, well, right in the end?
Oh, hells. I didn't think through the ending very well.
Well, of course, perhaps we can make our own ending to this little tale, Nera. Hence, the ending was very much appropriate because it's yet to be written, of course.
You did? That can't be good.
Of course it can be good.
We should be on our way. If the whole wild mage thing doesn't work out, I'll make it a point not to pursue the calling of inspirational bard.
Okay.
On my honor, yes.
Took all that time, I didn't think of the ending, bless her. Godan can think of an ending or two. Anyway, I shall change the subject. Let us find a way out of here. Okay, so as you noticed, or may have noticed, or may not have noticed, it depends. As we exited where we had exited the Underdark, there were some extra forest areas, a northern forest, forests of Tethia, Small Teeth Pass, that have become available to us. Now, we don't know what the significance of these areas is at the moment, but we'll see. We may wish to travel there before encountering Bodhi. Not quite so sure. But we'll get to that after we've done our shopping, of course. So it's to Joaquin's Promenade.
Very well.
Hello, friends. Hexat, good evening.
Oh.
May I say, you look fantastic. Good enough to eat. If only my teeth weren't so sensitive to cold.
Of course, we've been carrying around the artifact that we took from the what was the cave? What was the temple called now? Somewhere in a faraway Japanese-sounding land, and we were wondering when Cabrina was going to make a reappearance. Not a good idea to interrupt Godan in his shopping, though.
Cabrina.
The claw of the black leopard. Yes. What do you want this time? I really could do without the riddles.
Come. Are you telling me you don't have time for a little small talk? Some innuendo? Vaguely implied threats? Perhaps a double entendre or two?
No, I do not have the time for such talk. I'm tired, I have dragon's beer to drink, I have coin to spend, so spit it out.
Enough. Elle obviously has a job for me. Let's hear it.
I didn't say I wouldn't listen, I just told her to get a move on.
Very well then. Business before pleasure.
Hexat, Elle was very pleased to hear you'd successfully collected the claw of the black leopard, and without taking decades this time. Good show.
I'm happy he's happy. What does he want now? The shroud of the unproved.
It lies in a tomb buried in the sands of the Zakaran deserts. Another trip abroad. Okay, just what are we facing this time?
Formidable ones, I imagine.
No reason to send Hexat otherwise. You appreciate a challenge, don't you, darling? Call her darling one more time. Yes, I'm sure we're more than capable of dealing with whatever obstacles may block our path. Just give us the finer details and we'll be on our way.
She's also capable of speaking for herself. What is the shroud of the unproved? What does it look like? I expect it looks like a shroud.
Unfortunately, Elle didn't see fit to make an illustration to accompany your orders.
As for what it is, it's a long story.
Then talk quickly.
Ages ago, in the desert of Zakara, 4 Hakima belonging to the Caliph of Halwa predicted the birth of a prophet who would lead their people into an age of greatness.
Hakima? Guardians? Bodyguards?
Wise women.
Or wise women. Very good.
Beautiful and intelligent. You are the ideal package, Hexat. Perhaps someday I'll get to unwrap you.
Okay, I hope we get to slice her down. I don't like her tone.
You cling to that hope, Cabrina. Continue with the story. The Hakima identified this auspicious child's mother to be as one Badiat, a woman who didn't even know she was pregnant by her husband, Muhar.
He had recently departed to fight bandits at his caliph's behest. When he didn't return, Badiat accepted the Hakima's invitation to live under their caliph's protection. Not really over keen on any of these options really, but yeah, perhaps Godan pointing out that's quite the weak move, but go on. Not the actions of somebody who would be in possession of such an artifact that Elle requires, I imagine.
Don't judge us so harshly. We know only the barest outline of her situation.
Good grief.
Go on, Cabrina.
Godan is getting very, very impatient now.
Badiat impressed the Caliph with her talent for weaving beautiful abbas and kaftans.
He placed Badiat in his harem and supplied her with the finest silk. The Caliph's first wife grew jealous of Badiat.
Finding an ally in the fourth Hakima, she conspired to have Badiat poisoned. Their scheme succeeded.
Mother and child were both slain, leaving the unborn as a prophet unproved. So what, are we taking this dead baby shroud?
If El requires the shroud, then he shall have it.
All El requires is a sharp series of blows to the head. Okay. Fine, so say we all, because if we don't, we're going to end up flapping our gums here for longer than necessary.
Thank you for your message, Cabrina. You may tell El it's been received, and I shall deliver the shroud soon.
Bloody dead baby shroud.
Farewell, Hexat. And I mean that. I'd hate to lose you.
Yeah.
Magic has been interrupted.
Who's magic? What's going on?
Yes?
So we are now heading out, apparently, to find a shroud of a dead baby of the unproved from a tomb in Zakara. Now, where the flipping hell is Zakara when it's at home? Is it on our current world map? It doesn't sound like a place that we would be venturing to. It sounds like another place that's far, far away. Although we have not been told how to get there. Rather strangely, she kind of missed that little detail out of her tale. Rather unfortunately. But it may highlight on another of the quests. I think it was chapter 4 we had Hexat's quest, was it? Escaping the asylum. No, it was even further back than that. Hexat. It wasn't chapter 2, was it? No. So where is it gone? Okay, I shall have to do a little bit of research on this one. It seems to be a little bit... well, the details seem to be a little bit sketchy. So what time are we on? 1 o'clock in the morning. The party are a little bit tired, yawning and whatnot. So before we go shopping, we shall head to the Mithrest, our regular haunt when we come to stay here in the city. And we shall enjoy the provender, namely dragon's beer, maybe some delicious food. We shall enjoy the luxurious comfy beds, and then tomorrow, nice and early-ish, we shall commence our shopping spree. Oh, happy days! I'm sure Godan is mightily excited to see what powerful artifacts he might be able to purchase. There was also some spells that Nero would like.
It shall be.
Okay. Before we do sleep, though, we do have use of our glasses. Oh, and also, I almost forgot. Limited wish. Seeing as we have it memorized at the minute, there are a couple of single wishes that are still available to us that we would like Nero to make. One of them summons forth another set of these glasses, which would be ideal because we would then get 6 identifies at a time rather than 3. So we're going to try and see if we can get those. Also, there is a wish to be rich, so that's going to be taken. And there's also a wish for a powerful artifact, which summons forth, I believe, a full plate armor +2, which at the very least we can sell for a pretty penny. So those 3 limited wishes we want Nero to make in the not too distant future. So we'll sort that out as well. But first of all,
Be quick with it.
let's take a look at this. What we got? What we got from Firecrag. So we got that. Oh yes, we need to see Cromwell. So we'll see Cromwell today as well as the shopping. We'll get those artifacts crafted. The Gessen bow, the pommel of the Equalizer, and some kind of red dragon scale armour, which I'm sure Godan cannot wait to equip. Not only, you know, being one of those responsible for slaying Firecrag, and of course he's going to try to play down Nera's part in that whole entire affair. But wearing the scales of Firecrag himself would just be the ultimate prize. So, taking a look at the sword first of all. Ooh, a +5 sword! Holy smokes! 50% magic resistance. And dispel magic at level 30 on each hit. What? Dispel magic at level 15 3 times a day. Extra +5 versus chaotic evil. This sounds like the perfect endgame weapon for Irenicus. It really does. But it's not usable by a neutral evil character. It's only usable by good characters or neutral characters. So Godan's already out, as is Korgan. So we cannot use it. So as much as it's an awesome weapon, we're probably going to have to sell it, unfortunately. Because Godan's not one for necessarily collecting weapons of power. Unless they're axes. It's like a massive shame. That is a beautiful weapon. Where's Minsk when you need him? Okay, so that's going away. This is the same shield I think that Korgan's already got. Cloak of the Shield, so selling that. And also, unless anybody requires a cloak that hasn't got one. Have you all got cloaks? Nera doesn't, rather strangely. So in that case, I'll give her use of this for the time being. There you go. Don't say we don't ever give you anything. And what looks to be studded leathers. Armour of the Viper +5. Okay. Crafted with a susceptibility to venom, and thus the wearer was killed with venom, or the crafter was killed. Saved versus death -2. Got a weakness. Has it got a weakness? Susceptibility to venom. So save. What's this armor class? 2. The Knight's Gift is a +5, offering slightly more armor class, but this has got +20% hiding shadows. Nah, sell that. Sell that. So all sellable stuff so far.
On my honor, consider it done.
Never had breath. No, sorry.
So a couple of Dragon's Beers, only 9 gold a pop. Lovely jubbly. Having a bit of drink and merriment and having a spot of rest as well.
Awaken. Awaken and hear me.
Okay, so Godan having a strange dream. The Dragon's Beer obviously going somewhere it shouldn't do. Straight to the head.
I bring visions of warning, of what is happening now and what may happen soon.
A prophetic dream.
This image will speak true, for you are of 2 sides, and the liars have said their part. You travel in search of yourself, divided, splintered. There is a piece of you missing. The hole inside you fills with death, with darkness, while another, Irenicus, kills with your strength. Look at the destruction he has wrought. See the corruption that he brings. He has stolen your future to replace his own, avoided his proper fate. This must be undone. your sake and theirs, you must take back what has been stolen. If their lives are not enough, then think of your own. You will lose yourself to the hole within. Yours is the potential to be your own worst enemy or your own savior.
Oh dear. Obviously she's talking about sounds like she's talking about the curse that has been placed on us or transferred to us. He has our soul, we have this curse eating away at us. That's what she's referring to. I'm assuming that that's probably going to be, is it Elisime? If we were to hazard a guess. Anyway, let me quick save this a second. I need to recall the correct wording here. So, potion of insight for Nera, which increases her wisdom to 18, which is what she needs to use the limited wish to its most effective.
Ready for anything.
And then casting limited wish.
Happy to help. Try it.
Okay, regular occurrence now, Mr. Genie. Welcome again for the third time. Could I have a wish, please? Okay, so I wish to be rich. That's one of the three left. Magical powerful item. That's the second of the three. And what was the other one I wanted? Yeah, I wish to see all that it really is. Glasses of identification. So we'll go with the glasses first. Give them to Godan. 2 sets, you see. There you go. 2 sets. And then we'll go for the powerful magic item, just because I think it's going to be worth more potentially than what we get if we ask to be rich. Possibly. Plus a full plate plus 2 might not be actually too bad. It might be an upgrade for Corgan, you know. Might be an upgrade for Corgan, so we'll see actually. It might well be.
I'm ready.
So once again, limited wish. Back again so soon? Of course, I would like now a powerful magical item. Full plate plus 2. So is it an upgrade or not? It's armor class is -1, so it's not an upgrade, it's the same. But I'm reckoning we get a couple of thousand for that at least. Very similar to the plate of Baldur and its design. So one more limited wish from Nera, which we'll get next time we rest. And that will allow us, of course, to ask to be rich. And then we're done with limited wish. Anyway, for the time being, Godan now eager to try out his new pair of glasses of identification. So here we go. Regular spear plus 3. Crossbow of Affliction. Of course we can't use that. -2 to strength though, that's not very good at all. Necaradan's crossbow plus 3. Wand of Frost. Wand of Magic Missiles. Only 10 charges, that's pretty poor. I'm going to sell that. As well as the Rod of Frost. And Water's Edge plus 3, a Scimitar. Okay, and then we're going to sell all of them. Okie dokie. What time are we on? 9 AM.
Yes.
The perfect time for shopping, I'm sure you'll agree, people. So off we tootle. Let's go to old Rybal Barterman's and see what he's got in stock.
What is my task?
gonna be fun. Godan loves shopping. When he's got tons of coin on hand, he just loves shopping. He's just praying that there's a really nice axe somewhere in Bhaal's stores. There's just got to be.
Yes, I will do my best.
Bhaal Bardaman at your service.
Okay, asking to see his available stocks. So there you go. Now that we are a good and successful customer / adventurer, perhaps rumours of our escapades are spreading. Wait till he hears that we've killed Firecrag, a dragon. God knows what stocks will be open to us then. Secret stocks for only 50 gold. Well, we'll see the regular wares first. The regular wares, of course, we don't think are going to have changed at all since we were last here, but just in case, I thought we'd take a peek. Yeah, these all look rather familiar. Indeed they do. All very, very familiar. Although gems that we've sold through the past. Yeah. Tons and tons of stuff that we don't really need. They're actually quite nice. AC3 is going to be an upgrade to, I think, nearer. Base defense AC3. Right, okay. So, bag of holding then. Here we go. Wyverns, you have to bear with me, folks, but as I said, I'm doing this on camera, so for a reason, just to give you insights as to what's going on with Godan, his fortune, between now and the next session. So, Wyvern's Tail, it's a poison mace with a +2. It's not marvellous, we'll sell that. Dragon's Bane, a +3, +6 versus Dragon Halberd. We've slain a dragon. I don't believe there's any more dragons to slay. I could be wrong. But even so, none of us can use halberds, so it's kind of dead to us. And I'm sure we've got an actual +4 something or other. Have we not? Yeah, Dragon's Breath +4. Oh, but that just does damage. It doesn't actually do extra damage versus dragons. But yeah. Peridan +2. Immunity to fear. We've got a spell for that. And we've got regeneration also. Double damage against dragons. We can wield a sword though. So we might keep that one. So sell the Dragon's Bane, but keep the Peridan. The Dragon Helmet, which we didn't wear against Firecrag, that gives resistances. Suppose we'll keep that. Right, Bone Club versus Undead, +3 versus Undead. Isn't really great. So get rid of that. The Ironstone. The Rod of Lordly Might. Can't really change into anything decent. So we'll sell that. The Impaler. +10 piercing damage. Nobody's proficient with spears. Soul Reaver +4. That's quite nice, but it is two-handed, so sell that. Not selling Neera's robes, should never forgive us. Right, Staff of Command. Let's keep that. Jaw the Bleeder. 2 extra damage every round until 10 hit points of damage are done. Not marvellous. Let's sell that. Boomerang Dagger, we've got an upgrade to that. Pellin's Shield, full plates, they're going. Blade of Searing, that was, what's his face's weapon? The Drow Solufane? No, the guy that we killed in the pits. Braces of Binding, accursed. Dragon's Breath is another halberd. As nice as it is, we shall sell it. The Jester's Folly, a cursed ring, regular short sword, regular two-handed sword. Jath of the Drinkers, our Illithid weapon, not selling that. Selling that though. Skull of Death. No, we might keep that actually. Dragon Scale Shield. Combine that with the Dragon Helm, and that's some nice resistances. We might keep that as well. Ring of the Princes +1 protection ring. Casimir, we just said we'll sell for 6 grand. Oh, I feel so bad. It feels so wrong selling such an awesome weapon, but yeah. Didn't Godan have at least 1 proficiency in wielding a 2-handed weapon? That's going. Full plate mail +2. Worth only 30. I think the game's registered that it's a summoned item or something, so that we don't benefit from that. Oh dear. Cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Right, fine. One's not selling for too much. Crossbow of Affliction. Cursed. Not selling for much either. Water's Edge. And a +3 spear. I'm going to keep Casimir for now. I'm just going to double check something before we sell such, because this will be a very, very expensive weapon to buy back. So we'll just keep that for a second. Even if we just keep it as a trophy to say that we've killed Firecrag, as well as the armor we're about to craft, it might be worth keeping. Okay, so that's the selling done, leaving us with 88,000. Or is it? Because now we sell a crap ton of gems that we've picked up. So 2 rings, 4 rogue stones, that's 6,000. 8 moonbar gems, which is 896. 6 of them. Ooh, 2 king's tears, which is 2,400. 50 pearls, which is 3,000. 4 emeralds, which is 1,800. 4 diamonds, which is 1,200. How can emeralds be worth more than diamonds? 2 necklaces, cheap. Cheap silver ring. 2 of these. 1 of them. 15,906. 100,000 coins. That coin purse really bulging now. Oh yes, indeed. Okay, nothing else for us to sell, which means it's time to do some shopping. We've done the selling, now for the purchasing.
Shopping and all in favor.
Show me these special wares.
And nary a fancy illustration. Just the goods, fair and plain.
Saying we won't be disappointed. Does he sell scrolls? Oh, he does. Power word blind? I think that's one of the ones that we want, you know. I'm going to do Nera's spells off camera, just because it requires a bit of faffing. But Power Word Blind, I'm sure, is one of the spells that we want. Yes, level 8. It is one of the spells. And that would complete our level 8 list. Power Word Blind. We've got Spell Trigger, I think. Maze, Wail of the Banshee, Time Stop, Spell Trap, Shape Change, Power Word Kill, Freedom, Energy Chain, Chain Contingency, Black Blade of Disaster. Some very high level spells there. Let's go in reverse order. Potions. Regular bullets, regular weaponry. Okay. Fun, doesn't really float our boat. It's rubbish. Halberd, dagger, sling +2, light crossbow, some regular stuff. More regular stuff, come on, get to the good stuff. Crimson chain +5. That's looking a bit better. Crimson chain +5. Armor class 0. Could be for Viconia. What's her current weapon? It's the Ankeg plate. Is it armor class 0? It's armor class 1. So it would be an upgrade for her. Interesting. Would go down and splash that much money on Viconia though. I think you guys know the answer to that question.
Make your dreams come true today.
Okay, got to be careful with the special wares. We've got to pay to see them. So yeah, it's a good upgrade for Viconia, but we're not going to spend 17,500 on her. Godan is just not going to do it. Right, leather armor +3, leather armor +2, studded leather armor +2, trap cheese plate +5, helm of brilliance. Fireball once per day, prismatic spray once per day, sunray once per day. Fire resistance plus 40%. It's very much a cleric-based helmet. Again, this could be a very Viconia type helmet. Could this? But again, no desire. This is a special stocks. This is rather disappointing. One piece of chain. Okay, some nice scrolls. Well, only one of which we want. The regular kind of stuff here. Distracts play, what's that? -2 to Constitution, -5 to Charisma. May only be removed with a curse. Remove curse spell. Why on earth would we buy that? This is rubbish. Special stocks. My Godan is not happy. Not happy at all. I mean, he's happy that he gets to keep his 104,000 coins. But he was hoping for a war axe of dragon's head splitting or something. You know, something to reward him for his efforts. We've paid 50 coins to see this crock of rubbish.
Yes? Done.
Very disappointing indeed.
Greetings,
What
good
about
customer.
Deirdre?
A pearl to you.
Do you have anything new? No? Same old crap from her as well. What about the old scroll seller?
I don't usually speak to the likes of you, but hello.
You anything new? No? Well, Godan is mortified. Absolutely mortified. Special stocks.
What is my task?
Special stocks.
As you
We've been
ask.
conned of 100 coins.
On my honor.
Right. Cromwell's. At the very least.
It shall be.
At the very least. Aha! It is the wielder, the thief, and the defiler. All in one being. Strange. I thought there would be 3. You there, have you no twin brothers? Githyanki, of course. Talking about the blade, no doubt. Well, what the hell do you want? And watch your words carefully or you'll go the same way as your fellow kin. A question with a question. I see his mind is far deeper than I expected. Layers and layers of duplicity and deceit. I must be subtle with this one. Perhaps I should start again before he gets suspicious. Yes, I think that would be best. Thinking out loud. You there, dwarf man. My freedom from limbo has a price. I must track down the thief of one of our most holy of holies. You mean the silver blade that I got stashed in my bag here, which I've spit on 15 times now? Ah, you know what it's called. I trained 3 years as a wild mage before they let me in on that little secret. My mentor tended to grunt. Training was a bitch. I didn't even have a mentor. Count yourself lucky, lizard man. The Githyanki are not... Never mind. Lesser beings can hardly be expected to understand the intricacies of planar biology. So now, I've been very patient because you are a lesser being. I'm trying not to overwhelm you with my psionics just by accident. See how nice I am? So hand over the silver sword blade, and we will all be happy. Well, maybe you won't be happy, but you won't be dead. And that's got to be better, right? So are you going to hand over the sacred blade or not? Let me think about this, says Godan. Maybe even feigning to reach into his bag of holding to get the Githyanki's hopes up. And then he withdraws his hand and says, I don't think so. I did say I was a wild mage, right? If I end up having to cast a spell here, I won't be held responsible for my actions. So hand over the blade, or do I have to start casting? Let's just think about this. He's in Athkatla. Magic is prohibited. And don't forget, we don't have a license either. Do your worst. I wouldn't say that. My worst can be pretty bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is either Morgith Yankee or it's the Cowled Wizards.
What do you want, groundling?
Yes?
Let's get repositioned.
Consider it done.
Oh, come on.
What is my task?
Come on, quickly, please.
On my honor, it shall be.
Me axe be bloody.
Melee weaponry for Korgan. Where's Korgan? Yeah, these guys need to retreat.
I shall follow your strength, sir. It is done.
Oh no! Is he just the only one with a magic casting?
Yes?
Bark your orders already.
Goodness me, what is going on? Okay, there's a warlock there as well. This is awkward because we can't use magic. We should have probably bought a license at some point. Oh, who's this? I think they've killed. I think they've killed a squirrel, and they've killed a bystander. The town crier. Are you kidding me?
Must be paid well for the
Killed the town crier.
What is my task? On my honor.
Priestly magic is okay though, so casting, summoning something. Jesus, what is going on? Oh, a moose is down. The party's reputation is decreased by 4. We did not do this. Party's reputation is decreased by 2. What? This has got nothing to do with us at all. Where's our reputation? Despised at 4. Are you serious?
Yes?
Oh my god, seriously.
Be quick with it.
Oh boy.
What is my task? On my honor.
Okay, Godan is just
Yes?
slowly picking apart. Oh, a hawker is now against us.
A stonebreaker. What do you want, groundling? Let's see what you're good at.
Oh, gosh.
Me axe be bloody ready.
What is my task? On my honor.
Next swing.
I don't like where this is going.
Yes?
Jesus.
Consider it done.
Oh, the whole city has turned on us.
This is no longer a matter that can be brushed aside. Change your ways or we shall be at odds.
Okay, I'm not usually one for reloading, but this is a little bit, yeah. Not happy with this. The last load was way back in the inn here as well. Right, I'm going to get back to where we were. We're going to go this way this time. And see if they can pop up a little bit further afield from, you know, bystanders. They're going to get caught up in the crossfire. So they can ambush us anywhere here if they wish. Unless that particular point on the map is where they appear. Or maybe it's a timed thing. I don't know. We will experiment with going back to that precise spot if they don't appear elsewhere. But I just don't want them to appear where there's going to be collateral damage, if we can help it. Don't really want to go through that melodrama again. So we'll carry on our merry way. Okay, this is a better location. Still can't cast magic though with Nera, which is the most useful to get rid of some of the protections of the warlocks and stuff. But we can cope. So same line of conversation. So right. Attack!
Oh.
Be quick with it.
Where's Corgan?
What do you want, groundling?
Let's get him on melee.
The axe be bloody ready.
Let's have you take care of him. Uh oh. Uh oh.
I'm ready. That's it. Yes?
Yes? What is my task?
Where the hell? Flipping electricity? Oh, it's killed somebody. It's killed somebody. Who's it killed? Decreased by 4. You're kidding me? We are not doing this! Seriously! Why when they kill somebody is it classed as our fault?
I find this the most...
Fuck your orders already.
We can cope with a -4 loss to reputation as long as it doesn't mean the whole city turns on us. Yeah, look, the whole city's turned on us again. Sorry, but I just don't agree with that at all.
What is my task? It shall be. Consider it done. On my honor.
Right,
I will do
run.
my best.
Run as far away from people as we can possibly get. It's that lightning bolt, if we can...
Be quick with it. This be paid well for this.
Hopefully on this side. Knights. Knights. Gish. Right.
What is my task?
Victory unclear. Destruction certain.
On my honor.
Right, Gish is dead.
Yes?
Right, that's... come on, just don't hit anybody, please. Just do not hit anybody. Kill the spell.
What do you want, groundling?
Nature's servant awaits.
What is my task?
The axe be bloody ready.
A dangerous mistake.
Blood and glory.
On my
now
honor.
you die. Bark your orders, host ready. What game?
Come on.
Yes?
Blood and glory! Shall ye die?
There we go.
Very well.
So,
On my honor. Done.
Ah, yes. Civilization. I can
Silver
Had
Hilt.
to drop your item on the ground. I can carry no more.
Take these to sell. So of course will be the silver hilt to go with the silver blade. So it'd be a shame that we can't. Can we? Has she got one identify scroll? Yes, she does. So we can get that commissioned by Cromwell whilst we are here. So we've got the silver blade. We've got the pommel jewel or the equalizer sword, the silver sword now. Gesson bow, dragon scales. Quite a bit of time we're going to be spending with old Mr. Cromwell. Quite a bit of time indeed. Okay, that's very good indeed. We shall now proceed onwards.
As you ask.
Now that the whole city doesn't want to kill us for things that we haven't done. Yeah, this just didn't feel right at all. Obviously, we are fighting them, but they've attacked us, and then they've ended up killing with rogue lightning bolts some of the locals, and yet we get punished for it. So that doesn't sit well with me. I don't know what it's going to break in terms of if the whole city's against us. Probably just the whole area, but you just don't know what implications that's going to have. So yeah, happy to reload in that situation. So the final act of the day then is to see what marvellous items Cromwell is going to craft for us. Probably won't use any of them, and then we'll have a decision to make whether or not we want to sell them to Rybald, or whether we want to keep them. The Gesson bow definitely will be kept by Hexat. The red dragon armour may well be kept if it's good enough, and I'm assuming it will be.
On my honor, consider it done.
But the two blades...
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
So he's rooting around in our bag of holding, you know, making his way past the body of Valigar Athkatla. And his attention is immediately drawn to the scales. As you would be. Are these dragon scales? A red dragon? A beast of the dread flame? Of course they are, yes. Firecrag, I've not even heard of him, but we killed him. I shall make a grand suit of armour. Of course it involves my interest. 5,000 gold, and we have to help him with it. Crack on then. Let's start pounding away on those scales. It counts as an entry.
It's not bad enough without ye bothering me.
Righty-ho, red dragon scale. Let's take a wee peek. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it's scale armour. Light of weight, strong and resistant to fire. Ooh. One should be careful wearing it near dragons, however, particularly red ones. So it's light, doesn't require high strength to be used. It's armor class -1, which means, my friends, it's only an upgrade. Oh, it's an upgrade to Jaheira, actually. -1. We'd rather give it to Jaheira than Draconia, to be honest with you. The Doom plate now is redundant. So, yes, look at that. Looking marvellous, Jaheira. -8. Yeah, very nice indeed. Very good. Right, sell that then, going forward. Okay, good stuff. Next.
Yes, I await your word.
Starting to wear on me nerves.
What's he going to pick next? I reckon the bow. Oh no! Oh, we've got the Hammer of Thunderbolts. Had we the Gauntlets of Ogre Power, a Girdle of Frost Giant Strength, and a scroll with the Thunderhammer's true name, he could forge a mighty weapon. That sounds like quite a find to get all of those things, and I've got a sneaking suspicion considering we're now in chapter 6, is it? We've missed our opportunity to get all of these, if we don't already have them. Okay. Anything else? Part of a sword. A hilt and a blade for a longsword, and a pommel gem. The Equalizer. 7,500. That's a lot of money. And especially if we're only going to sell it, it'd have to fetch more than that. It's unlikely. But we're going to do it.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
The Equalizer. Denzel Washington. Right, there we go. The Equalizer. Immunity to charm and confusion. Strikes as a +3 weapon. Versus tune neutral. Versus chaotic neutral. Versus neutral good. Versus other alignments. Yeah, so it basically should only be used on non-neutral characters. It's a long sword, which means Godan could use it. Charm and confusion. Sword of neutrality. Interesting. We'll have to see how much that brings. Well, we maxed out our stacks. Isn't that something? Tons of potions here. Tons. Okay, right. So that's that sorted.
What is my
temper's bad enough without ye bothering me.
Yeah, we know about that. Ooh. Gessen's work. Part of a bow. A string and a shaft. Yeah. 7.5 grand. So let's forge it. This is one for Hexat.
Your chattering's starting to wear on me nerves.
Here we go. The Gessen, the short bow of Gessen. Gessen Khan. Draws energy from another plane, firing spears of lightning instead of arrows. Never requiring ammunition of any kind. Also conferring electrical resistance. When no arrows are equipped, the bow fires missiles that are treated as +4. +4 to hit. 2 piercing and 1d8 electrical damage. Interesting. It's to be used, I think, in conjunction with a normal bow. Where's a normal bow gone? Did we lose her normal bow? You can actually use regular arrows with it though, so I don't know what they would be treated as if you were to fire normal arrows from it. But yeah, we've mislaid her bow. When she died in the forest, we probably didn't pick it up. Or maybe we sold it? How odd. Okay, well it's good that we've got a replacement then, isn't it? Not that she's going to ever use it now, I don't think, but you never know. Okay, so Gessen bow, and one more. This silver blade, this Githyanki blade that they're harping on about. A Vorpal silver sword. 7,500. Right. Let's have a look. So it is a two-handed sword, a 25% chance per hit that the target must save versus death at -2 or die. Sever a head in a single blow it can. As a +3 weapon. So if you look at the weapons that we've just recently picked out here, we've got the Equalizer, the Silver Sword of Death, and Karsamir. I mean, as I said, that Godan isn't really one for collecting trophies when it comes to weaponry. He'd rather have the coin, but that is some pretty nice weaponry right there. So we'll have a think. We'll get them appraised, and we'll have a think about what we want to do with those weapons. But yeah, it's good to have that choice, isn't it? It's good to have that quandary.
Yes, I will do my best.
Starting to wear on me nerves.
Just double check here. Good, we're done.
What is my... Yes.
And there endeth the session. Shopping done, forging blades and other weapons done. So what is left for us to do then?
Done.
Going forward from now? Well, I think we'll have a look into this shroud for Hexat's quest. I think that'll be next. And then after that, we've been told to look for people in the city to help us take down Bodhi. I can't think of anybody in the city that would help us. Have we really helped anybody out that would lend their arms to us? I can't think. But as I said when Drizzt was in front of us, Godan really doesn't want anyone's help to do this. He's taken down now a red dragon and had an armour crafted from its scales. You think a poxy vampire is going to stop us? With a horde of undead? No. Not at all. So it'll be a choice. Either we dive straight in to Bodhi's lair and just tear that place apart, or, out of interest, whether we check out the forest area here first, these undiscovered lands, just to see what's there before we return for Bodhi. We'll have to make that decision, but until then, Godan is going to retire once again to the Mithrest because he's missed his dragon's beer on his travels and he wants some more. So join me next session when we will be picking up with Godan and company, once again, about to head to a faraway land. Until then, see you soon.